Welcome. If everybody could please find a seat or a place to cheer from. Good afternoon and welcome to the 2019 Crystal Apple Awards. I am Carmela Solorzano.
And I'm Cal Blethen.
We're excited to be here with you today as your co-chairs for the Crystal Apple Awards. Thank you for being here as we celebrate seriously amazing educators within our own Yakima School District. As I mentioned, my name is Carmela. I am ad director at the Yakima Herald-Republic. I am also a product of the Yakima School District. My grandmother retired from the Yakima School District, Maria Bevins. Oh, yeah, see? Yes. Good. I was hoping somebody would be here that remembered her, so thank you. Yes, yeah. So I had the opportunity to attend Roosevelt, Adams, McClure, Franklin, and Davis.
Okay, and again, I'm Cal Blethen, and I'm the branch director and a financial advisor at RBC Wealth Management here in Yakima. This is my 4th year hosting the awards, and it's an honor to be here to celebrate with each of you today. So this event is casual, and hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. So please help us keep the energy high. Feel free to stand up, move around, congratulate, hug, high five, whatever, throughout the event. We have some folks we want to recognize for being here today, so when I call your name, if I could talk you into please standing. We'll start with our school board members, Martha Rice, Dawn Davis, Graciela Villanueva. Oh, she's not here. And Berenice Ponce. And then our superintendent, Dr. Jack Irian. And our incoming superintendent, Trevor Green. And then members of our district cabinet, Cease Mayer. My cycling buddy, Scott Izutsu. And Dr. Alicia Jacob. Okay, and our past recipients. There are 133 past recipients of the Crystal Apple Awards. So if any of you are here today, please stand. That's quite a few. Thank you for being back here and for all of your service.
Years, that's how long the Crystal Apple Awards have existed, as a way for the greater Yakima community to celebrate and showcase the exceptional work of the Yakima School District's educators. Today, these awards have grown to become an important peer recognition event for the certified staff of the Yakima School District. Just as we did last year, we will be announcing our 5 Crystal Apple Award recipients right here, right now. And none of this would be possible without the support from our sponsors and supporters. Many of these organizations have written a check each year for each of our 32 years. Our presenting sponsors this year include Gisa Credit Union, Treetop, RBC Wealth Management, Coca-Cola of Yakima, Heritage University. Thank you to each of these businesses for their support of our educators.
So, and there's more. We're so appreciative of all of our sponsors, and the rest of the list includes Banner Bank, Clifton Larson Allen, Harvest Auto, Dave and Cindy Hargraves, Mankey Jackson Buyer LLP, Pacific Power, Pexco Aerospace, the Sunquist family, Tamaki Law, Western Materials, Yakima Federal Savings and Loan, the Yakima Herald-Republic, the Yakima Schools Foundation, and we have 4 brand new sponsors this year. They are Heritage Moultrie Real Estate Services, Horizon Distribution, Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences, and the Yakima Community Foundation. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
I want to briefly explain the nomination process. Today we have a whopping 22 nominees to celebrate. But how did these nominees get here? It's simple. First, they have to be nominated. Any certified employee can be nominated. Nominations typically come from peer educators, administrators, parents, students, even community members. These nominations are vetted by the All-Volunteer Selection Committee. This committee is made up of community members, past Crystal Apple Award winners, and business executives.
And this year's selection committee members are Lisa Briscoe of the Yakima Schools Foundation, Drew Harris, a community volunteer, Stacy Locke, a past Crystal Apple Award recipient, John Vornbrock, past school board member, Joe Ketterer, a community volunteer, and Mary Beth Wright, a retired Yakima School District administrator. The selection committee is charged with reading and reviewing the entire package of nominations, and based on a preset rubric, they determine our 5 Crystal Apple Award recipients. So are you ready to meet our nominees? Okay, good. Let's roll the video.
Huge thank you to Matt Feltrip for your work on that video. That was great. And before we begin to recognize the nominees, I did want to give a quick plug. Forgot to mention my 2 children. So I have a first grader who is a Robertson Rocket, and then I have a soon-to-be first kindergartner. But I did want to say thank you to all the administrators here, because I really do think it does take a village, and appreciate, looking after my little guys. So thank you. Okay.
We're obviously ahead of schedule, so.
I would have done that anyways. Okay. At this point, we want to recognize our 22 nominees. For each of the nominees, we have a certificate and a $100 gift card to one of our Valley's newest and exciting restaurants, Easy Tiger. If we have any that aren't claimed, Cal, Kristen, and I will be going after this, so see you there. Don't make me do that. 5, 4. When we read your name, if you would please make your way down towards the stage, towards School Board Vice President Don Davis. Please make your way through the receiving line and cross in front of the stage from right to left. Then head towards the stage where Lance Johnson will get you into position for a group photo. Okay, moving on, let's meet the nominees.
Okay, our first nominee, Michelle Batali. Michelle is a librarian and teaches business education at Lewis and Clark Middle School. You guys, would you mind moving down here just to tie it all together? Thank you. So she's nominated by her colleague, Darla Rohrbach-Noss, and supported by her principal, Victor Nurani, and his student, Devaney Lopez. Devaney had this to say about Mrs. Batali. She treats me with respect. She exemplifies the Lewis and Clark on-track policy, which stands for tolerance, respect, accountability, courage, and kindness. I truly appreciate all she has done for Lewis and Clark staff and students. Congratulations, Michelle. So, and you have to excuse me because I didn't mention, so we're going to have all of the nominees just pass on through up to Lance there. He's going to get a group photo of everybody. Okay. Next up, Michelle Beard. Michelle teaches honors English at Eisenhower High School. She's nominated by Estela Serrano Garcia, a peer educator at Eisenhower. She's supported by Eisenhower colleagues Wendy Gill and Heidi Griffin. Wendy Gill had this to say of Michelle. When you pass by Michelle Beard's room, the first thing you see is a sign on her door that says, "Dear students, I believe in you. I trust in you. You are listened to. You are cared for. You are important. You will succeed. Love, Mrs. Beard." I'm honored to work alongside such an accomplished, generous, and humble soul. Congratulations, Michelle.
Nicola Blinkhill. Nicola teaches K through 5 elementary music at Robertson Elementary. Nicole has been teaching in our valley for 14 years and with the Yakima School District since 2013. She is nominated by Ann Chapman, a teacher at Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary, and supported by the Myrna Rankin family and Mark Hummel, principal at Robertson. Myrna Rankin, a parent and colleague of Nicola, has this to say. Nicola has brought out the confidence, pride, and creativity in my girls that no one else has. She instills respect and leadership. The expectation she has for each and every one of her students not only helps them in the classroom, but in all classes and in life. Teresa Blondin. Teresa is the instructional facilitator at Whitney Elementary School. She has been a teacher in the district since 2005, serving at Gilbert and now Whitney Elementary. She is nominated by LaQuisha Crutchfield, a teacher at Whitney. She is supported by Julie McGregor, a colleague at Whitney, and her principal, Kimberly Newell. Julie McGregor has this to say of Teresa. Teresa is an outstanding educator, and I am grateful to have her as a mentor and colleague. Her commitment to making sure that teachers have the tools they need to best serve our students has not gone unnoticed by our teaching staff. Thank you.
Maria Chavez Ceja. Maria teaches Spanish at Eisenhower High School. She's been with the Yakima School District since 2004. She was nominated by a student, Renee Diaz. She's supported by her colleagues at Eisenhower, Estela Garcia and Heidi Griffin. Estela Garcia had this to say about her colleague, Maria. She found the value of having two languages, English and Spanish, and brought the seal of biliteracy test to Eisenhower. Students left with a seal on their diploma indicating they're fluent in 2 languages, but most important, they gained self-esteem and recognized how the community set high expectations for knowledge of different languages. She exemplifies excellence in teaching and expects students to follow. Congratulations. Kristen Cisneros. Kristen is a K-5 math interventionist at Adams Elementary. She's nominated by Brandon Hunt. She's supported by her colleagues Greg Edgar and Alyssa Russell. Brandon Hunt says this of Kristen. Kristen is highly skilled at finding interventions that help struggling students both in and out of the classroom. She volunteers to run our check-in, check-out program, takes notes for all of our building SET meetings, plans and manages professional development for staff members. She truly does whatever it takes to ensure students and staff's success. Congratulations.
Rick Klein. Rick teaches in the resource room at Wilson Middle School. He has been with the Yakima School District for 28 years. He is nominated by a parent, Leslie Paddock. He is supported by his colleague, Robbie Grunhill, and Principal Ernesto Arraiza. His nominator, Leslie Paddock, has this to say. Children with learning disabilities have a challenging journey. They need someone who will take time, listen to them, determine strengths and weaknesses, and provide the tools to learn. Rick Klein is this person. His students believe in themselves because they feel how much he believes in them. Thank you. Al Fisher. Al is the music specialist at McKinley Elementary. He is nominated by a colleague at McKinley, Delia Milden, and supported by Sherry Carroll, assistant principal at McKinley. Delia had this to say about Al. To watch him in action is to just sit back and be in awe of the confidence he exudes and the ability to conduct an entire student body. Delia mentioned in the nomination the many things Al does that are exceptional, including playing dance music from his window each morning to start each day with dancing, the cabaret he and his husband put on to start each day. Oh, hold on. He and his husband put on.
To fundraise.
Yep. Dang it. To fundraise. It's a rookie error. Okay, to fundraise for the school's annual winter concert, his volunteer activities, and recent national board certification. She sums up her nomination with, the time he spends with our students and the dedication he shows are unmatched, and I can't think of an individual more deserving. Thank you.
Catherine Graham. Kathy teaches social skills training at Ridgeview Elementary School. She brought her crew with her today. She's supported by her principal, Casey Mitchell. Oh, excuse me, I skipped a line. She's nominated by Samantha Sancher, a staff member at Ridgeview, and she's supported by her principal, Casey Mitchell, and another Ridgeview staffer, Trina Hovsepian. Her principal, Casey Mitchell, has this to say. Kathy possesses many intangible qualities that make her an amazing teacher. These intangibles include a deep commitment to building strong relationships with students and routinely going above and beyond for others. Another intangible is a commitment to meeting students where they are at, no matter how academically or behaviorally challenged, difficult, or different that place may be. Congratulations, Catherine. Sharon Harris. Sharon is the assistant principal at Stanton Academy. She's nominated by a grandparent of a student, Virginia Devora. She's supported by a former student, Nyasa Devora Davis, and a fellow teacher, Mary Kay Velicanye. Mary Kay has this to say about Sharon. I have never witnessed someone more caring and interested in the backgrounds and lives of our students and the choices they make. Students see Sharon as a positive role model, and they respect her authority. Sharon has been able to build such positive relationships with students because they see her in many roles. The students know she is the real deal. Congratulations, Sharon.
Shauna Heilman. Shauna is a math teacher at Eisenhower High School. She is in her 20th year with the Yakima School District. She is nominated by Shelby Lockhart Robbins, the math and science director for the district. She is supported by her principal, Eric Diner, and Will Serrett, CTE director for the district. Will Serrett has this to say about Shauna. Her student success rate in the intensified algebra course at Eisenhower has been commendable, to say the least. She breaks through students' fears and helps them learn concepts that allow them to find great success in high school and post-secondary pursuits. She is confident, capable, and supportive of her colleagues. Adam Koenig. Adam is the instructional facilitator at Lewis and Clark Middle School. He has been with the district for 20 years. He is nominated by a teacher at Lewis and Clark, Matt Emhoff. He is supported by his principal, Victor Narani, and a student, Madeline Ettinger. His nominator, Matt Emhoff, worked alongside Adam as a teacher for several years and has this to say. Though Mr. Koenig doesn't technically have a classroom anymore, it seems as though all of Lewis and Clark is his classroom. He is constantly helping teachers or simply working one-on-one with students that need a little more attention. His top priority is helping everyone, staff and students, improve.
Debbie McLean. Debbie teaches kindergarten at Roosevelt Elementary School. She's nominated by a teacher and parent, Rachel Garza. She's supported by another teacher and her daughter, Teresa McLean, and another parent and Roosevelt Elementary volunteer, Laura Harper. Laura has this to say. Mrs. McLean is one of the most outstanding teachers I have known. Mrs. McLean taught my son as a kindergartner, and I volunteered in her classroom 4 hours a week, meaning that I directly experienced hundreds of hours of Mrs. McLean's amazing teaching. She's an amazing kindergarten teacher, exemplifying the highest degree of skill, care, and professionalism. Congratulations, Debbie. Sylvia Mendoza. I love the signs. Sylvia teaches third grade at Hoover Elementary School. She's been with the Yakima School District since 1997. She's nominated by a fellow teacher at Hoover Elementary, Cecilia Cuevas. Sylvia is supported by a parent, Alberto Aparicio, and a student, Atsuri Silva. Her nominator, Cecilia Cuevas, has this to say. Sylvia has become the rock that many children lean on, the one that helps the most emotional student gain confidence in themselves. Her welcoming attitude and leadership skills have helped me grow as an individual and teacher. If you get to meet her, you'll see that that kind of magic she carries in her class works with all those around her. Congratulations.
Casey Mitchell. Casey is the school principal at Ridgeview Elementary School, a product of the Yakima School District. He came back to the district in 2006 as a principal of McKinley Elementary School. He is nominated by a member of the staff at Ridgeview Elementary, Elizabeth Stevens. He is supported by several staff at his school, Catherine Graham, Shelley Walker, and Jeffrey Clark. Catherine Graham and Shelley Walker, in a joint letter of support, offer this. As our principal and teacher, Casey makes sure that Ridgeview staff and students feel valued and appreciated. His enthusiasm is undeniable. He leads by example. Here at Ridgeview, we work together, work hard to learn, work hard to have great behavior, and try our best. Casey's work ethic, professionalism, and willingness are top-notch. Ana Montemayor. Ana is a counselor at Franklin Middle School. She is nominated by Joe Rodriguez, a fellow staff member at Franklin. She is supported by her principal, Sherry Anderson, and a student, Adan Duarte. Sherry Anderson has this to say of Ana. Ana has the uncanny knack of ferreting out those in need. Often I see her perched on the main staircase, observing students. When she sees someone who seems a bit off, she pounces, and back to the office they go. She continuously removes barriers to make sure all her students have success to our school offers. She is one of the watchdogs of Equity for All.
Kimberly Newell. Kim is the principal at Whitney Elementary School. She's nominated by Jamie Lee, assistant principal at Whitney. Kim is supported by Leslie Padilla, a staff member at the school, and a parent, Jen Rankin. Leslie Padilla had this to say: Kim is a true believer that there must be mutual respect to make relationships work. I often hear Kim say to parents, I think of us as a team in educating your child, and as a team, we need to work together. Kim uses every discipline action with students as an opportunity to teach positive behavior, which she calls the Whitney way. Congratulations, Kim. Jeff Rist. Jeff teaches photo, video, and film production at A.C. Davis High School. Jeff is nominated by Nancy Pisano, a teacher at Davis, and he's supported by Principal Ryan McDaniel and a student, Kate Pisano. His nominator, Nancy Pisano, has this to say: with Jeff's resources and expertise, he has managed to organize and run a student-led news network called the Davis News Network, or DNN, right out of his classroom. I've heard firsthand how Jeff has fostered the positive atmosphere and trust that makes the students in the class feel like a family. The students respect, trust, and help each other on a daily basis because of the culture Jeff has established in his classroom. Congratulations, Jeff.
Julio Sanchez. Julio is in his first year as principal at Hoover Elementary School. Last year, he was the assistant principal at Washington Middle School, and he has been with the district for 16 years. Julio is nominated by Shelby Lockhart Robbins, Math and Science Director at Central Services. He is supported by Aaron Chaplin and Dr. Pan Ansing. Aaron Chaplin, Director of Instruction for the district, says this of Julio: among Julio's gifts are maintaining a focus on what matters most, engaging others in the support and success of students, an openness to listen and learning, and above all else, maintaining a sense of humor. I have seen a transformation in the climate and relationships of the Hoover staff into a true team, with a focus on the vast potential of all students. Thank you. Rosemary Saul. Rosemary is a librarian at Nob Hill Elementary School. She has been at Nob Hill Elementary for 13 years. She is nominated by her principal, Aaron Thomas. She is supported by assistant principal, Jody Sabin, and library assistant, Tori Mulher. Her nominator, Aaron Thomas, had this to say: Miss Saul has made a substantial impact on all of her students, and her efforts have improved literacy at Nob Hill Elementary. She is an advocate for accelerated reading, serves as a member of the PTSA, and has served at the district level to support literacy by hosting book reviews for other librarians. Ms. Saul is an exemplar of creating a culture for learning by inspiring our students to read and achieve.
Bob Stanley. Bob is an assistant principal and the athletic director at AC Davis High School. He's been with AC Davis High School since 1989, 30 years. He's nominated by his peer, Heather Hasty-Ullery, and he's supported by Lynn Green, the librarian at Davis, and a school staff member, Tracy Johnson. Lynn Green offers this of Bob. Bob has dedicated his entire working career to teachers, students, and parents of the Yakima School District. He is an exceptional role model for those of us who are his colleagues, as well as for the students and athletes who've been privileged to learn from and be influenced by him. He is a man with an unparalleled sense of fairness and high academic expectations. Congratulations, Bob. Kim Wahlberg. Kim teaches the pre-kinder program for kids with autism at Hoover Elementary School. She's been in her position for 5 years. She's nominated by Rebecca Hoover, a parent of a student and fellow educator at Davis High School, and she's supported by Krista Sanders, a parent. Rebecca Hoover had this to say of Kim. She treats every child with the same level of love and compassion, and that is why so many of them shine in her class. She has such a strong passion for teaching. Her ability to develop plans that gently push each student to go above their potential is evident. It's refreshing to observe a teacher like Kim who teaches with so much love, rigor, kindness, and patience. She is a distinguished teacher who is valued beyond measure. Congratulations. And there you have it. Those are our 22 2019 Crystal Apple nominees. We're going to get a group photo just as quickly as we possibly can. So in the meantime, I just want to make a quick plug for the food that the YV Tech culinary staff and Ned Walsh put together for us here today. I haven't had any of it yet, but the mocktail looks pretty good.
Okay, are we ready to get this show on the road? Okay. I think you were going to tap dance or something, right? Okay. Okay. If you are selected as a Crystal Apple Award recipient, when we read your name, we would be most appreciative if you would please come join us at the podium.
All right, so first up, I want to actually invite Brandon Allison from GISA Credit Union up to the podium. GISA has been a wonderful sponsor of these awards for the past several years, and Brandon has been here for the last couple, and he's going to be introducing our first Crystal Apple Award recipient for 2019.
Thank you, Cal. All right, as you mentioned, we've been a proud sponsor of Yakima Schools for multiple years now, whether it be teaching financial literacy all the way from elementary to up to high school, or empowering the students of Eisenhower High School to run their very own campus branch program and gain real-world work experience. So yet again, we're a proud sponsor of this program. And with that, I would like to introduce our first recipient of the 2019 Crystal Apple Awards, and it goes to Adam Koenig, instructional facilitator.
I would like to ask Jeff Smith of Coca-Cola to join me at the podium. So Coca-Cola is a great sponsored value partner and also employs several of my family members, so thank you for that. Coca-Cola has been a sponsor of these awards from the beginning. They have supported these awards for 32 years. It's my honor to be able to pass the mic to Jeff so that we can...
Thank you. Good afternoon. I had some notes written, and I think I realized that it's the same notes that I've had the last several years. So I won't bore you with the same details other than Coke as a company, locally, nationally, invests a lot of money in education, and we're proud to do so. I'm also proud to say that I now have 2 children that are teachers, one as of yesterday and one as of last January. So hopefully I've done well enough that they can someday be receiving an award as well. So I am honored to be able to introduce the second Crystal Apple Award winner, Debbie McLean.
Okay, so that's 2 of 5. Next, I want to invite Allison Arnett of Treetop to join me on the podium. So Treetop is another of our cherished sponsors that has been supporting these awards from the very beginning, all 32 years. In fact, it was their former employee, John McAllister, who actually founded this recognition program 32 years ago. So it's my honor to turn over the microphone to my friend, Allison, to introduce you to our next Crystal Apple Award recipient.
Thanks, Cal. Hi, everybody. First of all, I just want to say congrats to all the nominees. It is truly inspiring what you do for our kids every day in the Yakima Valley. And so on behalf of Treetop, I am happy to announce the 3rd Crystal Apple Award recipient, Kristen Cisneros.
Next, I would like to invite Carrie Tarjison from Heritage University. Heritage University is so treasured here in the Valley. It is our local university, and we are proud to have their Master's in Education program, effectively making them the teachers of teachers for the Yakima School District. In reviewing the nominations, I was struck by how many of our nominees received their education from Heritage, and we are honored to have them as sponsors of this year's event again. I'm happy to turn the microphone over to Carrie to introduce our next Crystal Apple Award recipient.
Thank you. Hi, my name's Carrie, and I'm a recovering special education teacher. Hi. I'm okay, don't worry. I'm also the chair of teacher preparation at Heritage University. So I frequently find myself writing IEP goals and objectives for my fellow faculty members, which is not usually very received well if I actually say them out loud. So I am super excited to be here today to present to you our 4th Crystal Apple Award winner, Nicola Blink.
Is Christina Carlson here? Perfect. So you've already heard enough from me today. So obviously I'm representing RBC, but I'd rather turn it over to Christina. Christina is the president of the Yakima Schools Foundation and an art teacher at Lewis and Clark Middle School. So I'd rather have Christina present the final award. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I dashed here from a little art meeting. So The Yakima Schools Foundation, which I'm the board president, we benefit teachers, and teachers really do know what's going on in the classroom and what kinds of additional resources students need that are above and beyond the things that the district's able to provide. So we are grateful to all of you who have a latte or two's salary swooshed out of your payroll every month, and those who attend our fundraising events, because it does go right back into the teachers' hands and the students. So I am very excited to present to you no way. Our recipient is a buddy of mine who I traveled to Seattle with how many times, Mr. Mitchell? Woo!
Hey, Casey. Hey, congratulations.
Let's hear it again. One more round of applause for our 22 nominees and 5 Crystal Apple Award recipients for 2019. Big thank you to all of our event sponsors and supporters, including our presenting sponsors. Again, they are Giza Credit Union, Heritage University, Treetop, Coca-Cola, RBC Wealth Management. Thank you to the district for your continued support of these awards.
Thank you again to Matt Feltrip for his wonderful work on the video of our nominees. Thank you to the selection committee for going through the rigorous process of selecting this year's recipients. Thank you to Nicole Franson and Christina Carlson of the Yakima Schools Foundation for their support. They do a lot of behind-the-scenes work to make all this happen, and we really appreciate that. Thank you to Kirsten Fitterer and Ilda Bueno for all of the work that they do. Again, you wouldn't believe how much goes on behind the scenes to pull this off. Thank you.
Man, it's like the bell's about to ring for the 3:15 recess or something. Everybody's scrambling around. One last thank you to the Eisenhower photography students for being here today. One last request to all the winners and nominees. Please meet at the photo booth immediately after the event for a group photo.
Yep, up at the stairs.
Yes, stairs. Once we have our Crystal Apple group photo, we welcome all of you to please stop by for photos, families, schools, photos, whatever you like to help commemorate this event. Thank you again for being here with us today, and congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you.